So today I am going to update you about the Spyro Reignited Trilogy on Switch with both the file size and a very brief discussion of gameplay, and because I just came across this information and I haven't got very long, for once it's going to be unscripted, which is going to be weird to do. So that's enough of the positivity, because now time to talk about the download. So there will be a day one download. Over on Reddit, a user by the name of Aufinator, I'm sorry, I've probably butchered that. He's over on Reddit, he's also got a YouTube channel. I'll leave both those links in the description because he put some gameplay on, which we'll talk about later. He has stated that the physical version of the game will require an 8.7 gigabyte download. Now I've checked it out. A lot of people, including me, seem to think this is legitimate, so that is the download we're going to be looking at for the physical version of the game, which is rubbish. Yeah, it's just frustrating. Now, an 8.6 gigabyte download for a system of 32 gigabytes is big. It's very big, and it's just not great. It's going to push some people to having to buy a micro SD card because obviously 32 gigs, you're going to run out of that very soon. And this is annoying because for me, I feel as though when you buy a physical game, when you go to the shop and you get a case, at least the vast majority of the game should be on that cartridge. Like, you've bought a physical version of the game, it should be there, everything should be there. But it's not. Now, some people have taken exception to this, understandably so in many ways, and obviously not very happy with Activision. I've seen lots of things, I've covered this in a few videos, the comment sections. There hasn't really been one comment positive about Activision, but there has been a few rather negative about sort of perceptions that they're money grabbing here and just don't want to spend the extra money on the 16 gigabyte cartridge, which would have allowed the games to all be on one cartridge. Now, although I think Activision have made the wrong decision, and I'm not saying gaming companies aren't out there to maximise profit, because they are, and I've said it before, but I think they found themselves in a bit of a tight spot for this. I wouldn't say I've got sympathy for Activision. I think what they're doing is not great here, but I do kind of see what's happened. I think they found themselves in a bit of a tight spot. On Xbox and PS4, they sort of, when the game came out, sort of charged about £30 in the United Kingdom. Obviously, if converted to dollars, more probably towards $40. But then it came out on Switch, and they can't fit it all on the right cartridge. So, do they put the price of the games up, which is what I'd have rather done? I'd have rather paid an extra £5, £10, whatever it'd have cost to get them on the 16 gigabyte cartridge, so we didn't have to have a download. Or do they just leave it on the 8 gigabyte cartridge and leave the game at a very reasonable £30? I mean, I pre-ordered it now, and it only cost me £30. So it's a bit frustrating. I think they've made the wrong decision in my opinion, but it's a difficult situation. What it will definitely do, no doubt, is whether I agree with it or not, and whatever I think, or sort of, I'm not out to get Activision in this instance. I don't think it's great, but there's worse things in the world. Whatever I think, it's going to leave it's going to leave a really bad taste in some people's mouths, because they are not happy about this at all. But anyway, on more positive news, let's talk a bit about the gameplay for the remainder of this video. Now, we've seen gameplay over the last week or so, and on Switch, I was happy. I didn't know how good it would look. I knew it would still look probably amazing, but would it look as good as the Xbox and PS4 gameplay? And from what I've seen, I'm very happy. Especially in docked mode, it looks incredible still, and to have that on Switch and have this game finally on Switch is going to be brilliant. Now, what I've said in the video I made the other day about why we should be positive about this coming to Switch as Switch owners, I mean, I already have the game on Xbox, but I've got it again on Switch, and the main reason for that is for the portability. So we had some gameplay, the same guy who I'll leave the channel link in the description to, put some gameplay on his channel, because obviously he's got the game, that's how he knows the download size is that, of the Spyro Reignited Trilogy on Switch, but with the Switch undocked. So with the Switch just sat up out of its docking station, and obviously there's been a bit of a trade-off. A little bit of the details, a bit of the quality in how the game looks obviously is lost when you've got it in your hands, but that's to be expected. We know that happens with so many Switch games because it is a big jump. So what do I feel overall about the Reignited Trilogy coming on Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday, is it? It's September the 3rd, I believe. I'm very positive. I'm very happy. The download is obviously a sucker really, but it'll be a bigger deal for some other people than it will be for me. I've got okay internet, so I can deal with it, but for people who have internet which is just nowhere near the speed of mine, I really do feel sorry for you, and it's not really good enough in many ways. So yeah, but I am positive. I'm looking forward to making videos on it, kind of comparing it to the Xbox version a little bit and things like that. So if you do want to see more Spyro and Crash content, you'll see we put loads on the channel. We also cover things like Nintendo Switch games, all sorts. So if you want to see any of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, if you've enjoyed today, I'm sorry it's been a bit more informal. I do usually like to sit down, write a script, so I know what I'm saying. But please, if you have enjoyed, remember to hit that like button and share this channel and video with a friend. It helps us out so much. Thank you all for your support over these reignited videos and everything we do. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video soon.